I'm Julie Turner, and in all of my movement videos, I really like to focus on form and function. So in this video, I'm going to guide you through a bunch of my favorite exercises for your glutes. So this is for back pain relief, spinal protection, tight hips, knee problems. The glutes are so very important, but often we don't really even know how to work them properly. And I have a very specific system and order in which I like to work the glutes. And my order of working them, I feel like actually helps you engage them and create function in a way that's more in harmony with the rest of your body, rather than just jumping up and saying, let's do some squats, where you're going to use a lot of other things in your body. You might not actually even work your glutes doing those. So I'm going to guide you through these other exercises that I think are pretty amazing. And it's also really important that you do them in the order that I do them in. Now it's not going to be a long series. It's going to be quick, but we'll go through them. And then as always, feel free to reach out to me with any questions. Shoot me an email. Follow me on Instagram at JulieTurnerMVMT or Twitter at JulieMovement. You can send me a private message anytime if you have questions. And I also always am willing to do a free consultation if you're having some pain and you want to figure it out. All right, so go ahead and lie down on your back. Now, just because it's a glute focus doesn't mean we're not going to do anything else. So we are going to start with a little bit of breathing and deep core, because we definitely always want to get the deep core involved no matter what. So in your neutral spine, tailbone heavy, small space between your low back and your mat or the floor, upper back of the rib cage resting down on the floor, neck sloping away, back of the head resting down. Place your hands on your hip points. Make sure your hip points and pubic bone are in line with each other and parallel to the floor. And then let's take 4 deep belly breaths here. So as you inhale, widen and expand your belly, sending your breath all the way into your hands. And then exhale, pull your belly back towards your spine. Narrow the front of your rib cage and narrow your hip points toward each other without shifting your spine. Repeat, inhale, widen, and exhale, narrow. 2 more of those. Inhale, widen. Exhale, narrow without shifting the spine. Inhale, widen. And exhale, narrow. From here, you can either rest your arms by your sides or leave them on your pelvis if you want a listening touch. Float your legs into chair, so you've got a 90-degree angle from your knee to your hips and from your knee to your feet. Point through your toes, tailbone stays heavy. Inhale here. As you exhale, connect your abdominals, tap your right foot down, and inhale up. Exhale left, inhale up, exhale right, inhale up, exhale left, inhale up. Squeeze your legs together and tap both feet down, inhale up. If this is a problem for your back, just go ahead and stay on one leg at a time. Make sure you're really connecting the abdominals, breathing. Every time you exhale, pull that belly in. Use the weight of the legs to add tension to your abs. And exhale down, inhale up. One more time. Inhale up, feet down. Walk your feet out so they're pretty wide and externally rotate. So turn your toes slightly out to the sides, not too wide, not too turned out either. Try to make them in line with your kneecaps. Inhale here. If you can't, you should be able to feel that, right? If you're turning your toes up big time, you're going to feel your ankles working. You don't want that, right? Curl your tailbone slightly, then press into your feet. Lift your hips up toward the ceiling, engaging the back of the legs to get your hips up. Shift your pelvis slightly forward. Inhale into the back of your ribs, and then as you exhale, slowly round down the spine, one bone at a time, reaching your tailbone forward as you lower. And again, curl your tailbone. Press into your feet. Lift your hips up. All 10 toes firmly pressing down. Inhale here. Exhale, slowly round all the way down. Reach your tailbone forward as you lower, elongating your spine. Relax your upper body and neck. Inhale. Exhale, curl your tailbone. Press into your feet. Lift your hips up. Inhale at the top. And then exhale to slowly round down, reaching your tailbone forward as you lower. Inhale. Exhale, curl your tailbone. Press into your feet. Lift your hips up. And slowly lower down. One more time to lift up. Once you get to the bottom, gently curl your tailbone, press into your feet, lift your hips up, and now hold it here. Go halfway down and all the way up for 1. Halfway down, up for 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6, 9, and 10. Slowly lower all the way down. Gently twist your knees from side to side a few times. And then float your legs up into chair, arms up toward the ceiling this time, palms facing in. Make sure your shoulder blades are resting on the ground. We'll do a deep core exercise again. Inhale. As you exhale, pull your belly in. Reach your right arm back and your left leg forward. Inhale, center. Exhale, left arm, right leg. Inhale, center. Exhale, right arm, left leg. Inhale, center. Exhale, left arm, right leg. Inhale, center. Exhale, right arm, left leg. Inhale, center. Exhale, left arm, right leg. Inhale, center. Exhale, right arm, left leg. Inhale, center. Exhale, left arm, right leg. Inhale, center. Exhale, right arm, left leg. Inhale, center. Exhale, left arm, right leg. Inhale, center. Pull your knees in toward your chest. Circle your legs around once in each direction. Loosen up your low back. And then place your feet on the ground. So another bridge. This time legs pretty narrow. Heels in line with your sits bones. All 10 toes pressing down. Rest your arms by your side. Shoulders soft. Press into your feet. Lift your hips straight up this time. Shift your pelvis slightly forward so you're engaging your gluteal folds, that crease underneath your pelvis. Make sure all 10 toes are pressing down and then slowly round the spine down. So we'll do 4 up and slowly down so you really get the form. Yeah, so press down. Engage those gluteal folds. That's the crease right underneath your butt. Yeah. Shift your pelvis slightly forward. Make sure you're wrapping your abdominals around. All 10 toes pressing down. Both sides of both heels also pressing down. And then slowly round down. Keep reaching forward. So you want to keep trying to reach your spine and your tailbone forward. This is going to give you length in your spine. It's really amazing if you've got any sort of back tension or pain. Hips up. Same thing. Make sure your hips are even. You can use your hands as a listening touch. Slowly lower down. One more just like that. Lift straight up using the gluteal folds. Slowly lower down. And then we'll go up and we'll work those gluteal folds a little faster. So lift it up. Find your position. Soft shoulders. Make sure your hips are even. 10 toes on the ground. Both sides of both heels. Lower halfway down and lift back up for 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Slowly lower all the way down. All right, so once you've got the gluteal folds engaged, so that's the crease underneath your tush, so that lifts the seat up. Now we want to work the side, the gluteus medius. So that is the side glutes, and they're great for balance. They also really protect your spine. I mean, they all protect your spine, so who am I kidding? But they're really, really important. So go ahead and lie on your left side. Start on the left side. You can rest your head all the way down. You can rest your head on a block or a ball, or you can prop your head in your hand, whatever works. I'm going to prop just so I can talk. So hip point stacked. Right hip point on top of the left hip point. Folding and flexing at both knees here and both feet as well. And then I want to make sure, this is very important, that my tailbone is not tucking under. This is no good, does nothing for me. You actually need to have this hip crease folded right here. I need to stick my tush slightly back behind me, and I need to think about my top right sits bone actually reaching down toward the bottom edge of my mat or the opposite wall, whatever you've got going on, right? Rather than hiking up here, I want this position here. So my pelvis is now neutral. All right, I'm gonna put my hand on my hip just for fun. Lift that top leg up and then stretch it long until the heel is in line with your sits bone. Lower down and lift up for 1 and 2. Make sure the hip isn't moving. 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Bend your knee back to the starting position, but keep your heel slightly lifted up. Now, keeping the heel where it is, rotate that right knee up. So I'm going to feel this back side working and then lower it down. So it's like a clamshell opening, right? But my heel is staying lifted off the bottom leg. 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7, 8, 9, up and hold, little pulses for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower that leg down. Keep the knees glued together and now lift that top foot up. So now I'm rotating the knee slightly in. Inhale here. Exhale, stretch that right leg back on this diagonal. So it goes up and back at the same time. I squeeze my glute to get it back there, and then I bend the knee and tap. And stretch 2. And 3. And 4. 5. And 6. 7. And 8. 9. And 10. From here, lower the leg down till it's parallel. You can relax the foot so it's not pointed or flexed, and then small circles for 1. You want to use this side of the leg in the back gluteal fold area to draw these circles. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Reverse it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. All right, so we'll make our way to the other side. Just so you know, once you get the form, once you get the body posture and everything, and you feel like these exercises are getting easier, you can add ankle weights. Okay? I like to add like 1, 2s, or 3 pounds even. Bend the knees. So you can always do this video again, add some ankle weights, added bonus challenge. All right, so bend the knees again. Left hip point on top of the right hip point. Tush is reaching back, tailbone reaching back. Top sits bone, left sits bone reaching down toward the bottom edge of my mat. Belly pulls back. Lift that top leg up. Stretch it long until the heel is in line with the sits bone. What I can feel there when I'm reaching and I'm pressing through my heel, I feel my glute and my gluteal fold engage. That's what I want. Go down and then lift that leg up 1 without moving the hips. So I keep my hand here. 3 and 4 because it helps me know what's going on in my hips. 6, 7 and 8, 9 and 10. Bend the knee in. Keeping the left heel exactly where it is, lift that top knee up and down for 1, and 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, up and hold, little pulses, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower all the way down. Keep the knees glued together. Float that top foot up and then stretch your leg back. Squeeze the glutes and bend. And stretch 2. And 3. And 4. 5. And 6. 7. And 8. 9. And 10. Lower the leg down and small circles for 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and reverse the circle. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right. So now we've done the gluteal fold, so it sort of lifts the tush up a little bit, and then we sculpt it out by doing the side glutes and a little bit of the gluteus maximus. So now we're going to add them together into more full-bodied exercises. So you're going to come up to your hands and your knees, and then let's just do a little cat-cow stretch to stretch your spine here. So as you inhale, drop your belly, lift your head and your tail, arch, and then as you exhale, lift the belly, round your head and tail down. Inhale, drop and arch, and exhale, lift and round. 2 more, and exhale, and last time, exhale, round. From here, clasp your hands together, and then lower it down onto your forearms, nose over your thumbs, tuck your right toes, and take your right leg straight back. You keep your weight centered, and just lift that leg up and down for 1. Use the gluteal folds and the glutes to lift your leg up, and as you lift up and down, pull your belly up toward your spine. So engaging your abdominals. And 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Keep your leg lifted. Bend your knee as much as you can, getting your heel close to your seat. Keep that shape. Lower that knee down and then lift it back up for 1. Now, the big important thing here is that I'm not arching my back. I'm not moving my spine. Every time I lift my leg up, I pull my belly up to support and I press my elbows down. 5 and 6, 7 and 8, 9, up and hold, and then little pulses here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down, tuck your toes, walk your legs back to a plank position, and then inhale here, and then as you exhale, press forward and back on your toes for 1, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Knees down, take a little break in child's pose. Rounding up to your hands and knees. So now we're going to do one for the side glutes as well. Same principle. I do not want to shift my weight around. So when I'm lifting a leg up and out to the side, it's really tempting to shift all the way over to that left side. I want to keep pressing my right hand down so I keep my weight centered. And I use my abdominals to keep my spine in neutral, so I'm also not lifting my hip or sinking in here, yeah? All right, so it's difficult to do this one in good form. So do it with no weight first, and then when you feel the form is fine, then you can add your ankle weights later on, if you ever want to. Some people don't. Inhale, pull your belly in, exhale, lift that right leg out to the side, and inhale down, like a dog in a fire hydrant. 2, and 3, and 4, 5, keep pressing that right arm down, 7, and 8, 9, and 10. Let's keep the leg lifted, stretch your leg out so it's externally rotated, toes pointed, tap the toe down, lift up 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, up and hold, little pulses for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and lower down. Tuck your toes under, inhale. Exhale, hover your knees, pull your belly in, and hold here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Take a break in child's pose because we have to do both of those exercises on the other side, and then you'll be done. Rounding up, I'm going to turn around so that you can see my left leg, but you don't have to. All right, so on your forearms first, nose over the thumbs, left toes tuck under, reach that left leg back, inhale, exhale, lift that left leg up and down, try not to shift, and 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8, 9, up and hold, bend the knee, bring the foot close to your seat, lower that bent knee down and lift up. Be very mindful that you're not arching the back when your leg lifts. And 4, 5, and 6, 7, and 8, 9, and 10, and little pulses, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Tuck your toes under, walk your legs back, and now press forward and back on your toes for 1, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Knees down, rest in child's pose for 1 breath. And then come onto your hands and knees. Hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Solid, strong core here. Inhale. Exhale, lift that left knee up and out to the side, and inhale down. Try to keep your hip point facing the floor as you lift that leg. And 3, and 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Stretch your leg out. Lower that foot down to the outside edge of the toes, pressing down, lift up. And 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Little pulses, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 1. Lower down. Tuck your toes under. Inhale. Exhale. Lift your knees. Hover and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, sit back into a child's pose. Reach your arms forward. Take 2 deep breaths here. Inhale into your back. Exhale, soften down. 1 more breath. Inhale. And exhale. Of course, you're more than welcome to stay in the stretch a little longer. Roll up your spine if you're ready. All right, so that is my system of working the glutes, and I do all of that before I ever try to do squats or lunges, which of course are also really great, which we'll do in another video later on.